People and groups from various sectors play key roles in making Lagos not just a commercial hub, but a melting point for political ideas and good governance in Nigeria. To sustain the growth and development of the mega city, the government engaged in constant interactions with relevant groups from politics to economy, entertainment and creative industry, such as the annual Ehingbeti Economic Summit. We bring you stories about some engagements of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu with various groups in this week's episode of Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi, and we're reaching you from the just inaugurated Peace Park here at Ojota.
Ẹni tí ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan.
The Lagos State government has received green light to embark on the construction of a passenger and cargo airport at the Lekki axis of the state. This was after the federal government presented the instrument authorizing the state to commence the airport project to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, presented the document to Governor Sanwo-Olu on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari at the just concluded 2022 Ehingbeti Economic Summit here in Lagos.
For more than 20 years, the Lagos State Economic Summit, tagged Ehingbeti, has served as a beacon of change in helping to shape the state public discourse over time. This year, the state is launching its development plan for the next 30 years to chart the path for sustainable socio-economic growth. Top on the agenda is the construction of the Lekki International Airport. The Minister of Aviation, Mr. Hadi Sirika, is here with some cheering news as he presents a formal approval to Governor Sanwo-Olu. The minister believes that the best way Lagos can be linked to the rest of the world is through infrastructure and civil aviation.
You will agree with me that Murtala Mohammed is so congested and of course far away from center of action at the moment, because there is a new Lagos. You have the Eco-Atlantic, you have the Lekki Free Zone, you have the all the way to Ekpe access of all of these happenings here. So Lagos needs yesterday this airport, and we're more than happy to have them have it. We will of course get our agencies to supervise and ensure that it's done very well with the signature of Lagos on its own.
For Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Ehingbeti Summit, which is a private sector-driven initiative, has to a large extent achieved its purpose through the adoption and implementation of innovative ideas and suggestions. He spoke extensively on the positives this summit holds for the state.
It's all about partnership. You can see a real partnership with the federal government through the Ministry of Aviation, but the real beneficiaries are the citizens, are the businesses that we're trying to activate more, and so we're doing business to government to business and business to business, and that's how you develop economics like this, give them a platform where infrastructure, things that are government, related, give it to them and give them the opportunity for their business to be able to thrive. This infrastructure will reduce journey time, will make Lagos, easily and better accessible, and people can make better, local and international business decisions given all the investment that have happened, in that area.
On its development plan, as ambitious as revenue projection looks, the government shares insight on how it intends to achieve it.
It's about the great people of Lagos. It's about what they are capable of creating when they come together, and that future which has resonated before them, which is now being captured in the Lagos State Development Plan, has an excitement to it. It is owned by the people of Lagos. It's that place where you will have a thriving economy, a human-centric city, where you have modern infrastructure and a very effective and efficient governance management system. But we also are accountable under this plan because there are goals that we need to meet that are clear. There's a baseline which we have established, and because we have extracted this plan out of the mind and collective contribution of our people, I'm very certain, right, that it's well with Lagos. The future of Lagos, I'm confident more so that that future is realizable.
Many times we are not consistent in planning. There are very good plans that come up, but implementation is an issue. And I think what Lagos has been able to demonstrate, very good plans, excellent execution. Because to the extent that we are talking about over 200 resolutions over a number of years, and you have over 90% implementation, I don't think you can ask for anything more. And I was very impressed, I must say, with the way they handled this Ehingbeti 2022, the way they handled the issue of implementation between last year and this year.
The governor also gathered thoughts and input of the youths, while other discussions centered on how Lagos can attract more foreign direct investments.
Can we applaud Mr. Babajide Olusola?
It is the closing ceremony of the 9th edition of the Lagos Economic Summit tagged Ehingbeti 2022. What makes it more interesting is the fact that the state governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, signed into law 2 important bills which are aimed at enhancing the ease of doing business in Lagos in line with the state megacity plan.
It's my honor.
The governor explains that the Lagos Wealth Fund Bill signals the commencement of the state sub-sovereign green bond that will create sustainable wealth to government and the residents.
We've met with all stakeholders. It's been a bottom-up document, right? And it's for us is the audacity, for us to be able to envision such a very deep, well thought out document, right? And you've seen it, if you go through it, it's just on 4 critical pillars, right? And it's got about 20 different strategies. And like I said, it's a living document. It's not a document that is static. 5 years from today, they can retweak whatever it is they want to. But the fundamental pillars on which it stands will continue, to remain. One of it is to ensure that we have a thriving economy.
I'm here to present the future to the governor.
Another major development at this year's summit was the launch of the Lagos State 30-year development plan. Applauding this initiative is Mr. Gbolahan Yishao, who is a lawmaker in the Center of Excellence. He assured the governor of their full support.
Lagos is looking forward. Lagos is a planned city. Things that happen in Lagos is not by accident, but because you have architects, you have planners that look ahead and put plans in place so that Lagos will continue to grow and will be the biggest city in Nigeria and the whole of West Africa, as the case may be.
There is no doubt that funding remains key in achieving and actualizing all these laudable ideas and projects. But Lagos seems to be ready to face this challenge with innovation and more creativity in governance. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu also witnessed the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the Lagos State Government and Del York Group for Lagos Film City, as well as the MOU between the state government and Siemens Energy for electronics technician training with Siemens Energy.
This is the reason.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated a new recreational park here in Ketu-Ojota area of Lagos as part of facilities symbolizing the mega city's constant crave for enduring harmony. At the inauguration of the Peace Park, located at the intersection between Ikorodu Road and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Agboiketu Local Council Development Area, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said it represents a new era of trust between government and residents, especially the youth. We have details in this story.
About a year ago, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu promised to build a peace park
that will serve as a place to bring people of the state together. In another testimony to fulfillment of promises made, the governor is here to inaugurate the project and hand it over for public use. The Peace Park, which is strategically located at the intersection between Ikorodu Road and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Agboyiketu area of the state, comprises 3 uniquely designed gardens with interconnecting walkways. It is developed by the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPARK, as a recreation ground that will provide aesthetic and relaxing atmosphere for leisure. The park, which sits on 25,700 square meters of land with soft and hard landscaping parts, is located opposite the MKO Abiola Gardens along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to provide easy access for visitors. At the inauguration ceremony, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the Peace Park represents a new era of harmony in the state as it symbolizes the collective spirit of law-abiding residents and their desire to promote peace.
When we make the promise a year ago that we're going to build a peace park, a second to none, a place that will bring all of us together, a place that will explain further the unity, the diversity, and the commonality, the sense of equity that we have as a state and as a people. People never believed us. They thought it was also another talk shop. In less than a year, we're here to hand over this additional facility to you. We see it as another clarion call that when we say something, we truly mean it and we do it.
Governor Sanwo-Olu explained that the beautification project is part of the urban renewal programs of his administration. He stressed that his administration is complementing the development with rehabilitation of major roads in the area.
If you cross across, it's Ikosisheri. In Ikosisheri, there are things that we're doing. In Agboyiketu, there are things that we're doing. In Koshofe, there are things that we're doing. We're doing roads, we're doing bridges. If you want to go to Church Street, we're almost completed the road there. If you go to Okwonla, Demuri, we've almost completed the full rehabilitation on that corridor. If you go across the road, there is Pastor Ayorinde Road. It comes with a bridge that takes you to Koshofe local government. If you go further down there, you see Oworoshoki fire station that is being built.
He urged the people to make good use of the facility and refrain from acts capable of making it uncomfortable for visitors. The State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tunji Bello, who said the concept is to incorporate scenic recreational facilities for children and adults, described the project as another landmark achievement of the Sanwo-Olu administration towards delivering befitting environment to the people in line with the theme's agenda.
The Peace Park is an initiative of the Mr. Governor to create and dedicate a particular park to the promotion of peace, to the promotion of peaceful coexistence in Lagos State. And all the residents of Lagos must continue to live harmoniously and in peace. Additionally, the concept of the plan sets out a unique vision that incorporates landscapes as the focal point of the scheme, providing play spaces for children and quiet leisure gardens to adults.
Chairman of the state chapter of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Biliamin Oba, commended the governor for prioritizing youth development and inclusion in governance.
What the governor is doing in terms of first lifting of our youth centers across the state. We know about what he did with the Ikeja Youth Center, the Telewa Youth Center, the ones at Badagry, the ones that we have at Ekpe. We know all the things that he has been doing. On this note, the youth want to use this medium to appreciate and commend Mr. Governor for fulfilling his promise to bring the Peace Park into life in Lagos State.
Some of the attractive aspects of the park include decorative plants, various species of trees, artifacts like iconic Lagos chair, art mural wall, and parking spaces. Governor Sanwo-Olu has announced plans to institute a health insurance scheme for theatre practitioners in the state. Mr. Governor announced this during a dinner with veterans in the Yoruba Nollywood industry at the Lagos House Marina. Actors who rock the screen and veterans who no longer show are in this hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it deserves a better round of applause. Come on.
Governor Sanwo-Olu has brought them together to unwind with him.
Thank you very much, sir, for putting all this together. These are legends in the industry. All their lives, they work so hard, and it's time for them to enjoy.
The most important part of this gathering is the well-being of the veterans.
Of almost, or if not all, the people in the house.
The actors appreciate Governor Sanwo-Olu for deeming it fit to take care of the health of the theatre practitioners, especially the veterans in the industry, under the health insurance scheme. Recall in recent times, theatre practitioners battling various health challenges and lacking funds have had to take to social media to beg Nigerians to foot their medical bills. Some are also living in penury due to their inability to work in old age and other health challenges. Governor Sanwo-Olu said he will pay the insurance premium cover for the theatre practitioners, most of whom are aging, said the Nigerian movie industry and practitioners had played key roles in shaping development of Lagos.
Ìgbọ́ta máa wá ṣe ni pé a máa wá bá ṣe máa ṣe ètò tẹ́ máa ní owó tá a máa san tẹ́ láti lè lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ètò òyìnbó ń pè ní health insurance. So àwa bá ẹ máa ṣètò yẹn tá a máa lè lo because government a lè ṣe a classify a categorize ẹni mo dẹ̀ lè sanwó yẹn pé health insurance scheme, you know, can cover a significant number of you and a lè san owó health insurance pé at least pé ó kù díẹ̀ pé ẹ bá ti mú káàdì ẹ bá ti mú dé hospital ọ̀rọ̀ pé bóyá mi ò lówó síbẹ̀ mọ́ at least wọ́n á tọ́jú yín wọ́n á dẹ̀ sọ pé báyìí pé a ti pẹ̀lú insurance láti san fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run a lè ṣe yẹn lágbára Ọlọ́run. The governor said his administration would continue to contribute required resources to the entertainment and creative industry to make life easy for the theatre practitioners. He also pledged to provide additional intervention funds for those in the Nollywood industry. As a government, what we're doing is not out of place. It is your right. It is your entitlement that government must indeed think back and ask himself, how can I help my citizens? How can I make life better for my people? Because that is the whole essence of government. It's to make life, it's to make the opportunity a lot easier for its citizens. And so this is the beginning of a journey. We're going to be doing this a lot more, and we're going to be interacting with various strata of you so that we can develop this industry, so that we can, celebrate you while you're alive, and ensure that indeed you have your rightful place in history.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, in the wake of the COVID-19 lockdown, approved a 1 billion naira intervention fund for the film industry. The intervention was a single-digit soft loan initiated to cushion the effect of the pandemic, among other incentives for the creative and entertainment industry. The fund has been accessed by many practitioners in the Nollywood who use the grant to fund for movie production. The additional support the governor promised would boost the creativity and innovation in the sector. The governor commended the efforts of Nollywood actress Foluke Daramola Salako, who operates a non-governmental organization, Passion Against Rape and Abuse in Africa, which is seen to the well-being of veterans in the industry. Sanwo-Olu said his administration would continue to reach out to the movie legends through the platform.
I want to thank the organizers, especially my staff, Ms. Foluke Daramola Salako. Thank you very much. She was very persistent and she was following up. And I knew that this was the right time for us to do it.
Speaking earlier, some of the theatre practitioners at the event, including Adebayo Salami, popularly called Ogabelu, Jide Kosoko, Adewale Elesho, Idowu Phillips, Yarembo, commended the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration for carrying out people-oriented programs and projects. The theatre practitioners during the event unanimously endorsed Governor Sanwo-Olu for second term and promised to work for his victory in the 2023 governorship election in Lagos State. They also expressed their support for the candidature of the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who, according to them, has done a lot for theatre practitioners.
Ní ìgbà tí àkọ́kọ́ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ campaign àkọ́kọ́ tá ti ní interactive section pẹ̀lú governor ni mo ti mọ̀ pé governor yẹn á ṣe sórí àìsábà ríra jókòó ẹ̀ ní ṣìṣe governor ẹ̀ ní moríṣẹ́pọ̀ wọn ní dín lọ́nà second time yẹn èmi ti mo predict ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ rí pàápàá náà kó ti bọ́ sí i. Kódà mo tún sọ fún yín gbangba wípé Aṣíwájú ti débẹ̀.
You are always there for us. We respect you so. Though you may not be saying us, but honestly, we respect you, and we will continue to respect you for who you are, for all you have done, still doing, which is handing you your second term. Inshallah.
Kò sí ẹ̀tọ́ ṣerú rẹ̀ fún arí o. Wallahi ta'ala in the history of theatre. Bóyá gbà táwọn ò tí ì dé ẹgbẹ́ pàtó tó ní kìnnì fún gómìnà wa.
Fún oore tó ń ṣe fún wa, pàápàá pé wọn ti gbàgbé àwọn ní tíátà. Tó bá gbàgbé wa mo la fẹ́ wà. Màámi, tó bá gbàgbé wa mo la fẹ́ wà. Nǹkan náà bá ti ṣe tó ti yanjú, kò sí tẹ́lẹ̀ kan lè ṣe. Àṣeyẹ lẹ máa ṣe. Ẹ̀kejì yìí ti bọ́ sí. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè yẹ̀ yín lẹ́sẹ̀.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, oh, better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos.
Talk about Milan, talk about security, talk about island, talk about good road, talk about Sanwo-Olu, talk about good life. Sanwo-Olu lele, tẹ̀síwájú lele, ọmọ àṣírí lele, Sanwo-Olu lele, mo kíra fún Sanwo-Olu àti deputy wa.
The dinner was attended by more than 100 Yoruba theatre practitioners, directors, producers, and marketers. The Lagos State government has offered free eye surgery interventions to persons living with eye conditions in the state. It was part of activities marking the 2022 World Sight Day by the State Ministry of Health through its blindness prevention program aimed at protecting aging population and residents from blindness. The report.
For 22 years, the Lagos State Blindness Prevention Program has screened more than 600,000 persons for eye defects, offered free eyeglasses to 240,000 persons, and provided free surgical intervention to 30,000 people across the state. In commemoration of the World Sight Day this year, the Ministry of Health is leading eye doctors to give free eye surgeries and screening.
It's a day to draw all attention to eye care. It's a day to remind everybody and everyone to love their eyes and take good care of their eyes. And just as we have been directed, we have a mandate from the governor of Lagos State to make sure that we do not collect money from anybody. So all that we are doing is at no cost.
This initiative has encouraged several residents to go for eye tests. In 2021, about 6,253 persons checked with an eye doctor at the Bagada General Hospital. And this year, more people are trooping to see the doctor. 9-year-old Timidire is having her own eye test for the first time since her mother detected 3 years ago that she had a very common eye disorder, the refractive error.
I noticed some certain things about her eye, and in classes she found it difficult seeing from a far distance. I don't use glass. I don't have any eye problem. None of me or my husband had, but her own was probably something somewhere. But I know the opticians, the doctors involved, they'll make the right correction. So I'm so happy Lagos State is doing it good and making life easier for others.
For those who went through the 30 to 40 minute medical procedure, the free cataract surgery has saved them 50 to 90,000 naira, which is the usual cost for a procedure like this one.
So when they called me, I'll not tell you like I'm happy. I was happy. Even now, as I can see, the happiness in my mind, I'm happy because I can even read this word on your t-shirt. But formally, I cannot.
Cataract, glaucoma, and uncorrected refractive errors remain leading causes of blindness and sources of concern for medical experts, as most patients come to the hospital when the cases become severe.
And that has been a package from this beautiful Peace Park at Ojota. Now, when different people and groups come together to share ideas, there is no limit to what can be achieved. And the dream of making Lagos a mega city will be closer in realizing. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. Many thanks for being there. See you next time.